Welcome back guys to our value investing channel. We have finally bought a position on Palantir. We have already spoken about this company in our previous video. I'll leave the link to the video just here above. And in that video we highlighted some risk factor for investing in this company. The first one was the total number of clients. The second one was the diversification of those clients. In fact, they were totally focused on the government sector and not in the commercial sector. But the third and most important risk factor that we highlighted in that video was the lack of a strong partner for everything about cloud computing. And finally, there was even an high price that we highlighted comparing Palantir price with all other cybersecurity company, but we are going in this video, at the end of the video, to speak even about price action. So we decided to buy a position on Palantir right now, even if the price is higher than it was 1 month or 2 months ago, because something has really changed in the company, and we will check all those changes in this video by analyzing what are the final results for 2020 and the last quarter of 2020. So let's dig the number and check why we have finally bought this company. The first good news is the increasing of the revenue by 47% from 2019 to 2020. That is a really high rate of improvement, and we expect such rate of improvement, increasing even for 2021 and 2022. And we already know that we are paying the company an higher price, even because there is this high rate of increasing revenue. But at the same time, we are at a good operating margin at 17%. I invite you again to see the previous video because there is a focus on operating margin. This number right now it's quite good according to the information we give in the previous video. And finally, we have a new 21 contracts signed in the last quarter of 2020. We are going to see just in a few minutes what is the total improvement of those contracts in increasing revenue for government and commercial sectors. But let's speak about the first and most important things that finally made me open a position in Palantir. So the most important change has been a new partnership with IBM. Why they did this partnership? Because of cloud computing. So one of the main risk factors that I highlighted in the previous video when I analyzed the product of the company and the business model of the company, actually I cannot say that it's solved, but the company has worked for me, according to me, in the right direction by this new partnership with IBM. And this partnership comes from a second big advantage. In fact, from the commercial side, Palantir can work with IBM, with IBM's customers. So there will be an easier way for Palantir to find a new client, and this is going to reduce a second risk factor that was the risk to reduce the operating margin because of high expense in looking for new customers. Finally, the business model and the product of Palantir could become really an high value one. And this new partnership made me to evaluate again the possibility to invest in Palantir and actually to open a position in my portfolio. And if you want to check my portfolio, it is absolutely public. You will find the link down below in the description. You will see Palantir and you will see all the position I have in my portfolio. Another important aspect is the total revenue from commercial side. So in this case, Palantir is up to $482 million of revenue. That is a total of 44% of the total revenue. Commercial one is the part that need to increase in a faster way to go up to 50 and then more, a higher percentage of the total revenue. So I will keep monitoring in 2021 if actually the company is able, even with the new partnership with IBM, to make this commercial revenue growing in a faster way. But I can say that there are 3 new agreements that are really important for Palantir in the customer sector. The first one is with Rio Tinto, that is the global leader in raw material, especially for iron. And the second one is the one that make me happy the most. In fact, is the agreement with Pacific Gas and Electric. This company is another position that we have in our portfolio. It is a strong position in our portfolio. So this new partnership will be focused in monitoring all electric network of the company, and that I'm really happy because if this partnership works, this will improve at the same time 2 positions on my portfolio, Palantir and Pacific Gas and Electric. Third contract is with British Petroleum, and this contract is about the green energy. It's a really important one according to me, because as you develop a software that works in this specific sector, that are really high growth sector, then you can spread the same software to other company. So there is a really good way to improve the business and the revenue from customer sector. On the other hand, government sector is still the most important one, with a revenue that are up to $610 million for a total of 56%. In this sector, Palantir is really a leader, and Palantir has really a competitive advantage for all what is linked to government and army. And we are going to see in a while how much this sector has grown in the last year. Another important point that I highlighted in the previous video is another risk factor. In this case, the top 20 customers are the one that makes the biggest part of the revenue of the company. In this case, the top 20, the revenue linked to those top 20 customers still increase from 2019 495 million, 2020 663 million. But despite this increase, we can say that as a percentage of total, the percentage is slowing down, so from 67% on 61%. We cannot say that this problem is solved, but for sure the company is working in the right direction. Going to the price side, we can say that the IPO of the company was around $10, then the price just growing really fast and went to an area around $25-22. Then the price was able to reach as well $38. Today I'm recording this video on 17 on February. It is just the day after earnings, and we can say that the day of the earnings price went down 12%. So I was able to buy the company in the area around $29, and as I said before, I feel more confident in buying the company at this area of price right now after the partnership with IBM than I was 1 month or 2 months ago, then when I first spoke about Palantir and the price was lower, but the risk factor were much higher. So I'm not absolutely telling you that the price from this point will go just up, while the price actually can go down to $25 or $22. I'm absolutely aware that the fair value of the company is around $20, $19, $20. So I will not be surprised if tomorrow the price goes down to $20. But I'm absolutely aware of what the business of the company is, how the company is going ahead with their business, so I'm confident with my strategy. This is for sure not an advice to invest, but the only advice that I want to give is that before thinking to open a position in any stocks, make your own research and try to check if that stocks and that investment just match the need of your portfolio and your personal risk factor. What are you going to do if the price goes up, and what are you going to do if the price goes down? Those answers you should know before open any position. So let me know your thought just down below in the comment. Let me know if you have already invested in the company, what are your thoughts about the business of this company, and what are your thoughts about the result and the perspective of this company. Feel free to check my portfolio, it's absolutely public. You will find the link down below in the description. You can even copy the portfolio, and make sure you click the like button to help the growth of this channel. And if you like this kind of content, just subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.